Hi everybody, I'm Kyle Feltz. I'm the governor of Capital City Corvette Club out of Lansing, Michigan, a founding member of NCCC since 1958. Renee, the VP of Competition, and I got together and tried to put some things together to help people, and that grew into what I'd like to call the Governor's Garage. So here we're going to start the training series that we did with the RCDs and the governors from each region and create a repository here, and what's to follow for each one of these will be an individual training on sections to help the governors and RCD host events. All right, everybody, so we told you to go upload results in part of the training, and I'm going to do some addendums to that because I realize not everybody has Excel and not everybody even wants to work with Excel or a spreadsheet anyway to get the results up. Now, there is a way to manually do it. It's not the preferred way, it's not the quickest way, and I certainly don't recommend this. The spreadsheet is a savior on days when you've got multiple events with the same competitors. But if you want to do it manually, there is a way, so I'm going to show you how it is, but I'm going to do it just the way you will. I've got a set of results here on a piece of paper I've written out. I'm going to go at it. Probably going to make some mistakes, but it'll just be the way it is, and you guys are going to see it. So normally it starts right here at our webpage. Go into the members only area, competition database, and here, let's see, put my number in, and going into the event. All right. And then we are going to go over here to update the event. All right, so there is right here, this button says manually input or verify results. So just like you have been before, to go over here to verify, but you can come over here and it starts out empty. So everything in here is driven by the NCCC numbers. So you want to just start here. So I'm just going to start with people that were there. This is not exciting. And now this is a Funcana, so there is some structure that comes up here, and it gives us a chance to select a class. And Randy was in the Man Driver Lady Navigator A class with a score of 37.89. All right. His partner, his Navigator. And if you're putting in the L for a lady, do not forget that L. It will not go without it. And then again, they get the same score. Now, the importance of making sure these all matches is the system is going to match it into the classes for the day so that you get the overall FTD and individual scoring per class. So make sure you get that right. And then the next group, we have and for any lifetime member, you have to make sure you get their lifetime. And his partner was Kevin, so 2LM, make sure it's right. Okay, they were in Man, so I'll select that. And then their score was 34.44 for the round. All right, on to the next. We got a lady. Now again, ladies with the lifetime members are LML. Make sure you get the whole thing or it will not work. This is lady. All right. All right, and their score for that round was 35.67. 35.67. All right, and then the next group. Another lady. Another lady, and they were in the lady group, so we'll put them in C again. Their score for the event, 45.03. 45.03. All right, and then our last set. Another lady lifetime member, and then her partner for the event. And that is a lady driver and a man navigator, and their score for the event was, and I didn't write it down, so we will put a number in here and make them at 37.95. The important part is that they have the same score. All right. I mean, obviously, if this was a real event, you would want to get it right. But this is a mock event. I'm just using numbers to get results in, so it doesn't really matter. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go down here and get the workers. Now, you do need to select the positions here. So we're going to go in. The first thing we're going to go is we're going to put our chair in, which I am going to put myself in here. Time member, position. And this is where I'll select chairperson. And then I am going to put my lovely life in here for the co-chair. And then we had a couple of workers. We'll put our national competition director in there. Well, you would think. But I think I might have his wrong number. Let's see here. Nope. So worker 2, and yeah. So now the next step then is to hit validate entry, and then we'll continue. It'll say there's errors, but you will see up here we've got our points, including the best score of the day. Down here we've got our workers. I'm going to put in points here to make sure we get our chair and co-chair. Oh, I need to switch them apparently. Like I said, you're gonna see. Even us experienced people work. So in another section I've already put them in. So now I've got to see if this works. So it's picked up that we are obviously elsewhere in here, so it's only going to give us our 2 points for this event, which is fine. Chairs and co-chairs can only get 2 points if you've already been a chair and a co-chair twice. You can only do it twice a year. So this works. We have now validated that the club points are here, so we're going to go to back to update event screen. So now that we like our results, and we can go over here and manually verify and see that they're here again. We can validate again. Everything's good. You don't have to do that step. It's just for comfort. Go back over here to approve and then go update event, and it will move to the next status when it updates. So you can see here as the event chair, your results have been sent to Governor, and in the meantime, you can still see the results, but it is waiting for Governor approval. So it's that easy, so to speak. But do keep in mind that by not using the spreadsheet, you have to do this for each event. So if you're using 7 sanctions on a day and doing 7 events, you would have to go in and manually input this for each one. So if you have like 40 cars at your car show and each one of them has a pair registered with them, so you've got 80 numbers to put in plus say 10 workers, it can be a lot of data entry. Instead of, if you use the sheet, you do it once and then just change the sanction number and maybe who the chair and co-chair is, and then you send it back through. And if it's a race or a fun con, obviously you would be changing some of the scores, but still, it's a lot less data entry than doing this all completely. But this is how it's done. So if you do have a small event, maybe just 1 or 2 sanctions, maybe you choose to do it this way because it can be quicker. Obviously, I've done it this way. That's how I know how to do it. So there has been times when I've chose to do it this way. So good luck to you. And, don't forget to go over to the Governor's Garage. You can reach out to me if you need any help at capcitygovernor@gmail.com. But whatever, I think if you give it a shot, have some faith, you'll get through this. All right, well, that should wrap up that one. Remember, the Governor's Garage website will have a repository of multiple of these walkthroughs, and anything new that we come up with will also get put here. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe so you know when we publish something else, and share it within your clubs. Let people know these jobs are not this hard and that we have some information out there to help people get through it so that we can get some more event planned. Thanks, and remember to wave at your other Corvettes.